So this is what my pantry is looking like right now. It is a complete disaster. I'm not even putting food into there anymore. I'm just leaving it out on the counter like I showed in my previous video. I have all of this food here, which is pretty much new stuff that we've purchased in the last week or two that I just don't want to put into the pantry because it's a disaster and I will just stuff it in there and make a bigger mess. So I'm going to get it all cleaned up and organized, and then I can find a home for all of this. This is everything that I've picked up to organize my pantry. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use it, but I've been picking things up here and there because I knew that I needed to tackle this disaster. These are clear snapware containers that I purchased on Amazon. These are some turntables or Lazy Susans, baskets that I picked up at Dollar Tree. These ones are from Five Below, and I purchased these cereal containers from Sam's just the other day. It was $10 for 3 of them, and I thought that was a decent price. And then I have this shelf organizer. I'm not sure how I'm going to use that or if I'm going to use that, but I have the choice. So this is everything that I've picked up, and we're just going to have to see how it all comes together. I went into this project with no plan, and I highly recommend that you have a vision or a plan for how it is that you want to organize. But then again, if you are just in the moment and want to get it done, then that works too. My first thought was to get rid of anything that was expired or anything that I knew I was not going to use anymore. Since I did buy new storage containers, I wanted to make sure to get as many products out of their original packaging as possible. It did take me 5 hours to get this organization project done. It was a lot of work, but definitely well worth it. We have a lot of spices. The spices that you're seeing here on my island are actually my overflow spices, my extra spices, and one thing that I'm trying to do is combine them. If I notice that I have 2 of the same type of spice, I am combining them if I am able. I need to save space and just get rid of things that are not needed in the pantry. Another tip is to keep a trash can really close by because you will be filling that with things that you do not need. I want to say we filled about 5 or 6 trash bags on this day alone. My shelves are already lined. I did my first major pantry clean out about 2 years ago, documented here on this channel, and I'll put a link here above in a card. And I lined my shelves at that time. There was a lot of stickiness left on the shelves from the previous liner that the owners used. I have not been able to get that up. That's something that I plan on working on in the near future. So all I'm going to do is wipe it down, get it cleaned up, and then continue working. I am now moving on to my second shelf, and as you can see, there's a little riser in there. I have tried to get this space organized, but I think over time you'll figure that maybe something isn't working and you have to rearrange it and make it work again. And that is exactly what I have to do with this pantry. Over time, it just stopped working and I need to make it functional again. I did clear 2 shelves before I thought that it was time for me to start putting stuff back into the pantry. I did decide to use these spice organizers just because I have so many, and I felt like if they were all one level, they would get lost again in the shuffle. And at least this way we can see exactly what it is we have. Lazy Susans or turntables are one of my favorite organization pieces because they are so functional, especially if you have a pantry that has deeper shelving, or if you are like me, we like to buy things in bulk and have just a lot of product on the shelf. This will minimize things from getting lost in the back. I purchased all of my turntables on Amazon. I want to say they were $3.99 each, but if you like to shop at Ross, you can also find them there for really reasonable prices and even bigger than the ones that I have here. What I am doing is just pairing similar items onto each Lazy Susan. I have all of my soda stream on one and then barbecue sauces. So I just feel like it gives me a better visual of what I have. That way I'm not buying things when I don't need it. Dollar Tree has a really great selection of organization items, and something that I'm really loving are these wire baskets. I think they are really pretty and you can use them to organize anything and in any way that you want. And then this white wire basket that is from Five Below, I feel like I'm a little more drawn to baskets that are see-through, and that is because when I put a solid basket into a space, I know that I can stuff it and what I stuff in there will not be seen. However, when it is see-through, I feel like I cannot overstuff it because it needs to look neat. And that is the reason why I feel like I'm drawn to these types of baskets. Hopefully that makes sense because I'm trying to make sense of it in my head too. I don't know what the difference is, but for some reason there is a difference to me in keeping something organized. I found these glass jars at Dollar Tree and they are stackable. They are so amazing and you would never even know that I paid only $1 for them. I went the first time and got 2 of them. Then I realized they were stackable, so you better believe I went back and grabbed at least 6 more. I'm going to be using this for things like beans, coffee, nuts, and you can use them for pretty much anything. So definitely check out your Dollar Tree and see if you have any of these available. Another organization item that I like is Snapware. I have Snapware Tupperware and it's my absolute favorite. I really do feel like there's a difference in your food when you use this type of container because it is fresher for a lot longer. So I knew that I wanted to use it in my pantry. I did have to invest in this just a little bit. I think I paid $30 for 13 Snapware containers, and my containers are all the same size, and I really wanted them to be the same size because I felt like it would just look a lot more linear inside of my pantry, and it just gave me a lot more room to play with as far as what I put into the Snapware containers. If you are looking for a more affordable price on Snapware, I realized that they sell Snapware at the Dollar Tree, so you can actually get a container for $1 with the lid. So if I had known that, I probably would have purchased it at Dollar Tree, but it's a little too late for me to do that. But any additional Snapware sets that I purchase, I will definitely be trying the ones out from Dollar Tree. I also want to label all of my new Snapware and jars, but I organize in phases and I'm just realistic. Like I know that I cannot do it on this day. So this is phase 1. The phase 2 will be labeling everything and possibly rearranging again if I feel like I need to. So just know that you don't have to do it all at once. You can work in phases and that is just fine too. Most of my life, I had the wrong perception about cleaning and organizing. I felt that if I had to clean my house, I was going to deep clean my entire house. And that is what cleaning meant to me. Really had to change my mindset on how I think about cleaning and organizing. It doesn't have to all be done in one day. It doesn't always have to be a deep clean. It's okay to focus on one project and the rest of my house be a mess like it probably was on this day. So changing my mindset has had a really positive effect on how I think about cleaning and organizing, and it's now something that I truly do enjoy doing. Today's video is in collaboration with some amazing YouTubers. There's 5 of us in total, and we are going to be giving away $105. This is a US only giveaway. So for anyone who is international that may be watching this video, make sure to be subscribed because next month I am doing an international giveaway. The rules for this giveaway are very simple. All you have to do is subscribe to all of our channels and comment to the question that we will be asking you in our video. For a bonus entry, follow us over on Instagram, and that's it. That's how you enter this giveaway. I will have the rules listed down below in my description box along with all of our channels and Instagram handles for you to follow. And now for my question. I really want to learn more about my viewers, so let me know where you're watching from. You do not have to get specific. I live in the state of Arizona. I have lived here for the last 6 years. I'm going on my 7th summer here. I think I count my years here by summer because summers are so hot, but the winter is what we live for. So let me know down below where you are viewing from. By this point in my project, I was probably nearing the 5th hour of organization, and I'm finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It was really hard for me to get to this point and to see this project through just because it was so massive, and like I said in the beginning, I went in with no plan. As much as I didn't want to use these closed baskets, I decided at the end that it was going to be my best bet just because I had to get a lot of similar items or miscellaneous items put together in one place, and this just worked best for those type of items. So I'm not totally against the use of baskets. They do function. I'm the one that has to learn to not overstuff them, and that's something that I'm going to be working on. It was really amazing to see how much unnecessary space I was using when I zoned in and got a little more organized. And this is what I love about organization, is that you start off as an amateur, and each time you organize, you learn more about what's going to work, and it just keeps getting better and better. So I've organized my pantry, I would say about 3, maybe 4 times in the last 2 years, and each time I just learn more and more about what works for me and my family. So don't give up, just keep on organizing, reorganizing, and you will see that one day it just kind of all makes sense. The last thing that I want to share with you is how I organized the very bottom of my pantry. My husband and I made what we call a pantry dolly, I would say about a year ago, and I do have a video on how we made that. And it's something that I really love, and I feel like I wanted to share it with you again because it is so functional. Sometimes things can get lost in the back down on the bottom of our pantries, and with this dolly, it kind of avoids that happening because it's easy to pull out and see what you have and then push back in. So here is a quick reminder of what my pantry looked like before I started this project. And voila, this is what my pantry is looking like. I couldn't be more happy with the way that it turned out. It's a lot more functional. I can say that it's been about a month since I organized my pantry, and to this day it looks exactly the same. So that tells me that what I did is working. I really hope that this video gave you some motivation and some tips that you can use when organizing your pantry. Again, don't forget to enter our giveaway, and thank you so much to the ladies that collaborated with me on this giveaway. I really appreciate you all inviting me to be a part of this giveaway. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.